fact that we didn't go to the World Cup. I mean, the last 3 World Cups we've been there, and if this time we couldn't make it, it raises some questions. You would want to find out what happened. And what happened for me was very, very simple. I don't think we were prepared for it. If you look at how we started the campaign, the politics between the FA and the ministry, it really affected us. On the local scene, well, not so much to talk about. Wafa in the Premier League disappointed me because I thought that they had all it took to win the league, but they got to a point where they felt that, come on, we have some other business to do, sell players, and forget about the league title, and they gave it away.
Ghana's failure to win the AFCON, even though to some it was quite apparent, to others the belief was there, and that didn't happen. Of course, following that, we had Avram Grant's exit, Kwesi Appiah coming in. In terms of other sports, I was delighted to watch that bout between Bukom Banku and Basti Sameh. It had been spoken of, there was a lot of hype, but never did you think that a bout would be this exciting and have a lot of repercussion in terms of, the career of the two boxers, the re-emergence of Basti Sameh. It was a fantastic time to see boxing, being dished out like that to the fans. Of course, our failure to win the Under-17 World Cup was also quite sad because we sent a talented team to India. It just didn't come together. But I think another thing that also struck me really was, again, our failure to do well in the athletics championship. We sent an athletics team there, even though we knew, yes, that it was going to be tough. You still thought that after getting some funding, some backing, they would go there and try to at least improve. We didn't have lots of the athletes improving and doing well. And I think that it was just a good reminder of what we need to do as a country moving on.
One of the big moments for me was Ghana missing out on the World Cup. It was significant in a negative sense in that we had qualified for 3 successive World Cups, so one would have expected that we've got a template for getting there, but we messed things up. We could see it coming, but we thought we could still arrest the decline, and it boomerang in our faces. Avram Grant left, Kwesi Appiah came in, couldn't manage the transition well, and now we're back to square one. Boxing, it wasn't that significant. Of course, one of the most significant ones was a certain Bukom Banku. It's unfortunate it's over the hill. He's gone past his prime, but there's somebody who is able to sell himself. So no wonder he calls himself the African Mayweather.
Our major tournament in 2017 was the AFCON. We got to the semi-final. Here we were again thinking 2017 was going to be that glorious moment to, win the Africa Cup of Nations after 3 decades or so. But it didn't happen. And then there was also another key thing, that was to qualify for the 2018 World Cup, which we failed to do. It was an underwhelming year. I hope and pray that we'll take some key lessons from what we did this year, and hopefully 2018 will be a good year for Ghana sports.
I recall the number of times the FA said 2017 was going to be the year we won the African Cup of Nations after 35 years. You and I were there, we saw what happened. It was simply not good enough in that semi-final game against Cameroon. We lost out there. Naturally, once we failed to win the Cup of Nations yet again, you just knew that there was going to be a scapegoat of a sort who was going to be paying the price. Avram Grant had to pay the price because he was manager of the team. We moved on. We got Kwesi Appiah coming on board at a time where it didn't look like our qualification to the World Cup was in a very good position. Yes, he tried, but unfortunately, you can't play in the World Cup series and draw all your matches at home and still miraculously expect to win all the games on the road to qualify for the World Cup. How we were expecting to qualify for the World Cup with that kind of performance, for me, it just didn't help. So for me, the Black Stars, pretty disappointing as far as 2017 is concerned. The junior teams in the past, they were a hope. But what has happened to the Starlets? What has happened to the Satellites? The Starlets, yes, made it to the quarterfinal of the World Cup, and that was it. The other 20, they've disappeared.